Alright, so Borderline Forever is probably one of my favorite YouTube videos in the history of ever, but I noticed that the opening segment, How to Talk About Video Games, has a little bit of jank attached to it. It doesn't make it, like, bad, it's just pretty obvious, to me at least, even back in May, that there was a pretty significant rewrite, at least to the music, um, pretty close to the release date. And with the release of the behind the scenes video late in the summer, my theory was actually pretty much exactly confirmed. There was a really significant rewrite to the music 1 week, like a complete rewrite of an entire minute of music 1 week before the release of Borderline Forever. And even though 1 minute of music doesn't sound like a lot, it is a lot to put together. So I think we should just start by watching the latter part of How to Talk About Video Games from Borderline Forever.
Can you tell the controller's not even plugged in?
Are you better than the person listening? No, but you have more Wii U games than them, so always remind them of that.
React accordingly to anything happening on screen, i.e. scream. And when you start talking games with people, make sure to not see them there. Oh, hi, I didn't see you.
Pay attention to everything that comes after Raid Shadow Legends.
If you don't... Well, you look like an idiot.
If someone pays you to talk about a video game,
Yeah, everything after this.
don't act like you already had integrity.
Maybe you could gather various like-minded people together and pose a threat. Like, watch yourself, or I'll start a podcast.
Feel free to really express some emotions here. You're talking about video games for God's sake. I'd cry too if I were talking about Mario Party.
If you're having a hard time crafting your own things to say about these games, never count out plagiarism. It's a myth anyways. The alphabet's not copyrighted, go.
Of course, everybody has their own opinion, and that's the way it should be. There's never going to be a right or wrong one to have on a video game, and if someone disagrees with you, you can always call them a over email.
And that just about covers what you need to know to talk about video games. You truly have what it takes to waste your time.
Of course, you need to know when to stop talking, so might I suggest a poignant stinger to end things before you get all blue? So grab a dictionary and find a random string of words that you think would work well together. I own more Wii U games than you. Wow, it's like fake.
So everything after Raid Shadow Legends is meant to be a grand orchestral celebration of the Breakout theme. That's what Nicholas Carr said, but I thought that was kind of strange because the Mario Galaxy section already covered that grand orchestral kind of vibe. And if you look at the music that was planned for Borderline Forever up until mid-May, you can see that they took a really different approach to it. I call it the funky deleted music. And that also leads me to believe that there was a pretty significant rewrite to the script, Scott's script, in that same week. Or there was something planned earlier and it was changed last minute. So let's take a look at the funky deleted music. Okay, so that's the funky deleted music, and I gotta say, I like that way more than the final product. Look at the date. 5/15. Yeah, this was 8 days before Borderline Forever originally released. So like that last part was a last minute change, unless Nick was writing the replacement music beforehand. And this is the first draft of the second half, so this was some real last-minute stuff that they were doing. It's really impressive what they managed to do in such a short time, I gotta say. But the other thing is, I like this music more, but the new music fits with what Scott's saying a whole lot better. the stuff about get a group of like-minded people together, watch out, or I'll start a podcast. And there's no right or wrong opinion to have about a video game. Everyone's got different opinions, and that's the way it should be. But the thing is, Scott the Woz as a series has never really been about the larger gaming community or everyone's different opinions. Scott the Woz is a very personal show. It's all about one guy, Scott, and his singular opinion on a game or multiple games or something gaming related. I guess the closest you could get to everyone has their different opinion, and that's the way it should be, could either be like Relax-a-Lax saying that Dick Vitale's Awesome Baby College Hoops is the only sports game that should exist, or Scott learning that everyone has a favorite Madden in a Madden 08 Christmas and a Madden Just For Me. But I don't know, that seems like a really weak reference, especially with how tightly written the rest of Borderline Forever is. Like, I gotta emphasize, Borderline Forever is really, really tightly written, and all the references land and everything's really, really clean. So to have something so vague and a little bit off topic and not really referencing anything specific from Scott the Woz, it came across as a little weird. So what I want to know is, was there a rewrite to that part of the script, that part of how to talk about video games, that went along with the rewrite to the music?